Hi HHS. This video tutorial screencast is focused on how to access the HHS Computer Lab calendars as well as the HHS laptop cart calendars. Okay, just to give you a heads up, if you are tuning in from home, please note that you may not have access to the public folders from home. I'm not sure if you will. I'm actually creating this tutorial at school. If you do not have access to the public folders at home, then you will be able to access everything from school. Okay. All right, so the first thing obviously to do is to kind of just take a look around and see what you have on this left-hand side. You will need to be able to access your inbox. And for right now, my inbox looks a little different because I created folders for myself so that I could organize myself a little bit better. And if you don't have any folders underneath your inbox, if you double click your inbox, then it just means you're fine, but you don't have any personalized created folders, okay? Also, you will note that if you scroll all the way down, or if you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see three icons. They're really small, but you'll see three icons. One looks like a sticky note, the other one looks like a folder, and then the last one looks like an arrow. And what you would need to do is click on the folder icon, and it should be where you have access to public folders. You should see public folders somewhere on your screen on the left hand side once you double click this folder icon. Okay. Once you click on the folder icon and you find public folders, you can either click the plus symbol here or you can double click, and what that'll give you is a breakdown of what is found underneath that category of folders. Okay. All right. Here we have two options, favorites or all public folders. We're going to go for all public folders. All right, notice that we will be able to see all of the school public folders that were created through central office, and these are things that everyone has access to. However, for the purpose of this tutorial, we want to click on our school. All right, ta-da! This is where all of our computer lab calendars as well as our laptop cart calendars are housed. Okay, this was created way before I got here, so I hope that everything's pretty much the same. I believe that everything is done and created. A few things may be missing, but these are the basic calendars that you would need access to. Okay. All right, this is great that we have found everything. However, if you would like to have an easier way to access your calendars instead of going through these different folders, let's go ahead and click the minus symbol. And what's going to happen is instead of us seeing all of the calendars again, it will just bring us back to the overall general folder. And what we want to do is be able to copy this folder into a folder that's closer if you would like to do so. Okay, it helps me when I have things closer to me where I can just click on them from my inbox. Okay, what I've already done is created my computer lab sign up folder. You can name it anything you want, but I'll talk you through and help you work through those steps now. Okay, all right, so let's click on inbox, and I'm going to click file, and I'm also going to click new and folder. And this box should come up, and basically it's going to ask you what you want to name this new folder. And if you are trying to create a computer lab laptop cart folder, you may want to do that. You may want to add the dates. Whatever works for you is fine. And you're going to press OK. Once you press OK, it's going to show up over here. Because I've already done this, I'm going to click cancel, and I've already had mine show up, so I just wanted to make sure you could see that it did show up. when I did this earlier, okay? Now, how do you get your HHS calendars to that folder? Well, it's pretty simple. We don't have to double click anything. We just need to highlight HHS so we can click it once, right click, and you just basically click on copy HHS. This will come up, and what they're asking you is, where would you like to place this new copied folder? Now remember, we previously created a folder for ourselves and it was found in our inbox, so you have to double click inbox. And obviously I triple clicked on it. Cancel. Okay, I canceled it really quickly, sorry. All right, so once again, right click, copy, and actually you just click it once instead of double clicking. And you want to click on the folder that you're adding it to, so just click on it gently. If you double click, something may happen. Click on it gently to highlight it and then press OK. All right, once you press OK, it's going to download and it will show up under that folder, and I'll show you what it looks like. So now I see that I can double click on this, and guess what? The HHS folder is under or within the computer lab folder I created. Okay, so now I can actually go in and see all of the calendars if I wanted to, and it's closer to the top now. So let's click on Computer Lab Library. A lot of you probably use the Media Center, which is wonderful for the computer lab within the middle of the Media Center. So for some of you who are wondering what's the difference between the Computer Lab Library, Media Center, and the Computer Lab Library laptop cart, the difference is that for this section right here, we're talking about the computers or the desktops in the very middle of the media center. Okay, so that's like its own computer lab. And then for the library laptop carts, we do have laptop carts that are housed in the library, and you would see that they are carts 3 and 4. So that's the difference. If you want to reserve the library carts, laptop carts, you will need to understand that those are laptops, and I guess you would, have your students sit at the tables with the laptops. Okay, so there is a difference. All right, so the calendar looks really cool because obviously a lot of teachers are using the Media Center Computer Lab this week. So I'm just going to show you briefly how to sign up for the calendar reservation. And so here today is September the 10th, and Mrs. Kirksey used the Media Center Computer Lab at 8 o'clock, and she also needed it for 9:30. But notice how she was very specific about what she needed it for. So if you need to sign up, the only thing you have to do is click on the day. So you would double click on the day, and what's going to show up is this information that's pretty much blank right now. All right, so you would put for subject, you would put your name. So let's go ahead and go back to what Miss Kirksey did. Okay, so I love the way she actually filled out everything here because it's so specific and detailed. So she filled out her last name, the class that she was actually reserving it for, and she even included the curriculum, which is so cool. Way to go, Miss Kirksey. And then for location, she put first block, 8 o'clock to 9:35. She was very specific with the time, and she put desktop computers just to emphasize that she's just, needing the middle section of the media center. Now in this section, obviously it says location, but she chose to, obviously she knows that everyone knows the location is the media center, but she chose to actually give more details about the time and exactly, what she was using. Now for the start time, she put 8 o'clock, and for the end time, she put 9:30. There's no option for 9:35, and she knew that she needed that extra 5 minutes, so that's why she added that detail at the top, which is so cool. Once again, she's being very precise, which is nice for other teachers to see when they are trying to sign up for the same day. Okay, and then Mrs. Hips wants or wanted to use the same area at 11 o'clock. So let's click on hers. And she put her last name, third and fourth, and then computers. And she also put from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. and the date. Okay. And notice how this is an option right here, all day event, but notice that both of the reservations were not all day. If you know that you will need some laptop cart or a computer lab all day, then you would easily be able to just click this link, okay? All right, and once again, if you want to reserve a day, then you would just double click on that specific day. Now, please note that the calendar is sensitive, meaning I double clicked on this, but if I had changed anything about her information accidentally and saved it, then it would have changed the look of her information on the calendar. So just please keep that in mind, that we have to all be careful about accidentally changing anything if we're looking to see how long someone needs to use the lab that day. Okay. Right, let's click on a laptop cart. Right, so this is laptop cart number 1. It says it's in room 108, and I didn't mention this earlier, but by default, it will only show you the day first, but if you want to go to week, you can go to week, or month if you want a broad overview of who has signed up so far. So if we go back to week, it looks like for this laptop cart, they're all booked by Witherow, and I like the way that it's very specific. It's focused on, I'm assuming they're using Right Score as a software possibly. And then Miss Allen on today, she needed it for her piano lab. Okay, and she put her room and everything as well. Just a few things to note about laptop carts. If you would like to use uh, over 15 laptops, then we're encouraging everyone to reserve both of the carts, because each cart has 15 laptops inside the cart. So we want to make sure that when you reserve, you have enough. So that's something to keep in mind, that each cart only has up to, I believe, 15 devices inside. Okay. We're also discouraging teachers from pulling 1 or 2 laptops from the carts, just because it makes it a little challenging for the next teacher who may reserve something and then they are missing 1 or 2 laptop carts, or laptops in this case. It's easier with the computer lab because the desktops are, you know, just there. You don't have to move them or anything. But that was something that was brought up in our meeting. That was a concern in the years past. So just please keep in mind that if you do want to borrow a laptop, try to see Vince or myself, and please be courteous of the teachers who wish to have the complete set of laptops within the cart. Okay, more information will come about our laptop processes. We are still trying to work out certain things, and we still need to meet with certain people who have some of the carts and see what the best option is for where to house them and who will be using which carts the most often. Okay, all right, thank you for your patience, and once again, this was basically just a quick tutorial, maybe not so quick. You probably fast forwarded me, but that's perfect, that's fine. Just take what you need from this tutorial, but basically it was a way for you to now have access to all the public folders, and this is the route that you can take to reserving what you need, okay? All right, have a wonderful afternoon or rest of the day, and we look forward to you having fun, reserving lots of days throughout the week and the year.